Professor Perlman. So, thank you so much.
Je suis très confiant, hein? I can show you around.
That'd be great. Thank you. So what do you do around here?
Read books, transcribe music, swim at the river, go out at night.
Sounds fun. All right, later.
I really didn't want to make this film. The film happened to come to me. I was involved from the very beginning because the book is set in Italy and the producers who originated the project are American and they didn't know where Asiman had set the book, and they asked me to read the book and understand for them the geography, and from that conversation we moved into more involvement, and we followed the project closely for many years through different incarnations and different directors, and eventually things happened to be coming together for me to direct it like a couple of years ago, a year and a half ago. But I can tell you that my version of this movie is the version I wanted to make because it's the version I could make with these people.
I'd met Luca a few years before, and then the script ended up at my agent's office, and I read it, and it scared the shit out of me. And then I called Luca, and I was like, I don't know if I can do this. Like, it makes me nervous. I feel like it really challenges me, and I just don't know the whole thing. And he was like, look, if you are afraid of this, fear and desire are normally very part and parcel, so you probably want to make this movie. And over a series of conversations, I realized that because I was so nervous and challenged by this, it was the reason that I kind of had to do it.
I met with Luca it was almost 4 years ago to the day in New York, and I think there was a small hope to put something together that summer. Obviously, after meeting with him, after getting his okay, and after that, it was just a little bit of a waiting game over the summer. Maybe it looked like it was going to come together, maybe it didn't, and then finally, not this past summer, but the summer before that, it came to fruition. And you know, the opportunity to work with Armie, and who's in Social Network, which for actors or just people my generation, it's like a very formative movie for all of us. And the opportunity to work with Luca, who had directed I Am Love, that I'd seen before I even met with him, it seemed like too good to pass on.
Like, it's really an intuitive thing. If you feel something very strongly, you have to try to follow that kind of intuition. And when I met Tim in New York and Armie in LA, and I knew his work and I kept following him, I really knew that there was something about them that was special to me and that was fascinating to me. And I think it's crucial that when you cast somebody that you really are in love with. I had the privilege of sitting in a jury with Quentin Tarantino in Venezia when he was president. And Quentin told me something great. He said, never do a movie where you do not really, really desire the actors and the actresses to work with. And he's right.
It's one of the best shooting experiences I've ever had in terms of how much it required of us, how much it pushed us, how much it rewarded us. It was really an experience that I'm proud to say I'll probably carry with me the rest of my life.
And yeah, that's the exact feeling I had with it. There was a certain, it was simultaneously challenging, and yet I felt like Luca would hold us to such a high standard that was never unachievable, but was a specific vision. It wasn't the kind of thing where Luca was ever figuring out while we were going along, which could be an anxious experience where the director doesn't necessarily know what he wants, and you're trying to find it as you go. If there was something very specific that was difficult to achieve, we were going to get there, and we were going to get to it. And Armie said in another interview, this is one of the things one of the projects he's proudest of, and for me, it's because of that. I'm so proud because it was. I feel like the three of us worked, and with Michael Stuhlbarg and Amir Kazar and Esther Garel and Victor Dubois, worked very hard to commit ourselves to what the truth of those moments would be.